Oh my god, hello, this is recording. I'm recording right now. I'm trying to retell my story because what I did before. I already told a whole story and did a whole video, but it won't upload to anything. So I'm doing this all over again. It's not going to be as good as the first one. I'm not really in the mood to tell it again, but here I go. Okay. I woke up on an Ash Wednesday. There was nurses that had ashes on their forehead and between their eyebrows right here. And I thought I had been abducted by rodeo clowns. I thought that they abducted me, they kidnapped me, they made me ride a bull, and the goal was to be the last one to throw up. And if you were, then you won. And I ended up winning. So they abducted me, made me ride the bull, and then they put me into a fake hospital with fake doctors and nurses, and all the doctors and nurses were trying to kill me, and the hospital was falling apart ward by ward. There was like a bomb, and it was going down. Just parts of it were just going down to the ground, and I was the last ward standing. When I woke up, my mother, two of my aunts, Laura and Nancy, and my brother were there, and I was afraid for their lives because I thought if they were trying to kill me, they were going to kill them too, and I wanted them to go. And then the only thing that comforted me was my Aunt Nancy said, "Don't worry, Meg, I work in DC, I have connections." So I all of a sudden felt calm and felt like maybe we could take over the conspiracy and all the stuff that was going on in the fake hospital. I majorly felt guilt because of what I had done to my family. When I attempted suicide, I kept taking, I had a whole big bag of pills, all leftover pills. Like when I would get changed to new medication and I'd have leftover medication, or I'd get my refills early and have leftover meds. I just collected, for years, collected all my old medication and had it all in a bag, and I kept taking it until I fell asleep. I wrote a suicide note. This was the most serious suicide attempt I ever had, and in my mind I thought that I was going to make my friends and family happy by being dead. They would be so much happier if I was gone, and they wouldn't have to worry about me, they wouldn't have to deal with me, and it would just be better for them. And in my note I wrote that I just wanted to be with my father in heaven. Um, so, but when I woke up I saw how concerned all my family was and that they were actually there, and I didn't realize how much they cared, and it just made me feel really, really, really guilty. I'll never do it again. I realize it's such a selfish act because it hurts everyone around you. And like I said, when I did it, I wasn't in my right mind. I really, truly believed that I was going to make them feel better, but after it happened and I woke up, I realized that it didn't make them feel better. It made them just worried, and I think it's harder for the other people that have to deal with the sick person than it is for the actual sick person. So after I took all the pills, I was found the next morning. I was unconscious, and I was in a coma on life support for 9 days. I was in critical condition. They weren't sure if I was going to wake up, but I did. And after that, I just fought for my life. So, in the hospital, it was so crazy. All the hallucinations were so real that I know that they were fake, but they seemed so real. I can't even explain how real they looked. I thought I met Dog the Bounty Hunter. I thought I was playing with silly string. I thought I was on the news. I had the pulse oximeter that measured my oxygen level. I thought it was a video camera, and I pointed at my face and interviewed myself because I thought it was an interview for the news. My brother told me that he would come in to my room to visit me, and I'd be talking to my hands. I seriously remember playing with silly string, and thought that there was a room right next to me that was full of a silly string web that you could just bounce around in, and everyone, my whole family and the doctors and everyone else got to go play in that room, and they wouldn't let me play in it because I was all hooked up to the IVs and catheter and monitors that I wasn't allowed to move, and I was so mad that I couldn't go play in the silly string room. So anyway, I ended up after that, after I recovered halfway physically, I was in a mental hospital that was part of a regular hospital on like 10,000 medications because I was so sick, and I survived, and I haven't even thought about attempting suicide again since that. That was 2006, and for some reason, even though I am bipolar 1 with psychotic features and I get extremely mental no matter how mental I get, for some reason I still always remember how much damage that suicide attempt did, that I never even wanted to commit suicide again. I mean, I thought about, like, I wish that, it would be easier if I was dead, and it would be easier if I didn't have anyone that cared about me. Then I could kill myself, but since I have people that care about me, I can't kill myself, so I have to deal with life. But I deal, and the key to it is talk to your psychiatrist, take your medication as prescribed, and just force yourself to do things you don't even want to do. So, mental illness sucks. It really sucks. I have physical illnesses too. I have a heart condition. I have a pacemaker and defibrillator implanted in my chest. And I have epilepsy, and I have asthma, and I have heartburn, and I've had kidney failure 3 times. They wanted to give me a kidney transplant, but I recovered. I'm okay though. What I was trying to say was that I would much rather have all the physical illnesses than the mental illness is the worst of everything. Everything's unpredictable. I don't know how the day's gonna go, but I don't know. I'm okay. Life is okay. It's so much better. Things get better. The point is, no matter, every time I get really mental, and go in the mental hospital or whatever, I think that things are never going to get better, and they always get better. So that's how I deal with when I get really depressed, because I know that things will get better because they have in the past. So I just fake it till I make it, and that's all you gotta do. And just pretend to love life until you actually love it, because it's actually pretty good. Especially if you have a cat. Alright, you guys, have a good day. Maybe I'll post more videos later if you don't give me bad comments. That's what I'm really afraid of, that you guys are going to make fun of me. Okay. Hope you enjoyed it, and the whole point of this video is end the stigma of mental health. End the mental health stigma and get better mental health care. Because People, it seems like they can only get help if they're suicidal, and that's just fucking bullshit. So, I don't know, better mental health care, and just people admit it that you have mental health problems, because I think freaking everyone's got something, but they just don't talk about it. So people need to talk about it more and not be so afraid like it's such a horrible thing that they're embarrassed about it. I'm not embarrassed about it. I accept it, and I have to live with it, so I have to learn how to cope and use coping strategies, and you can't just give up. Believe me, I want to all the time, but I know better. Okay, I already said goodbye, but I kept talking, so this is a goodbye for real. Alright, peace out. Bye. Stop this thing. Stop recording.